You had a brief couple games here before you suffered the injury. Just what was the biggest challenge for you while you were out watching?
I think the biggest challenge is just being out in general. I hate missing games, especially when I feel like you can help out there. And then this other thing was just my conditioning. Lower body injury. It was kind of tough to stay in game shape, but I thought the medical staff has done a great job in just keeping my body in shape, trying to replicate my conditioning, being on a bike or the Versa climber through the 8 weeks, trying to mimic my gameplay and the numbers that I put out for all the stuff that they keep track of. I think that was my biggest worry.
You played 23 minutes tonight. What was it like playing out there and specifically playing with PG for the first time?
It was fun. I was ready to come back. I'm excited for what we're building here. I know the guys were excited. Playing along PG still doesn't seem real to me. He's a guy that I looked up to growing up. We had some battles in Toronto in the playoffs, and early on in my career, he gave me some words of encouragement. My rookie year, that stuck with me. So to be able to play alongside with him and Kawhi when he gets back healthy, it's gonna be fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I had a great time out there with the guys, so I'm just looking to build.
Norm, you get here, P is dealing with his elbow. Kawhi was getting, recovering from his knee. And a week later, you're basically joining them with long-term injury. What was your connection with those two, knowing that you're seeing them working and sometimes traveling, sometimes not? How did your connection with those two specifically build while you were trying to get yourself back as well?
That's a tough question. No, I think just talking, just seeing how we're progressing, see how all of us are feeling, going through our own rehab process, staying with it. Anytime we saw each other in the gym, being positive, especially during PG's ramp up stage, just talking to him, seeing how he was feeling, where he was at in the process, where his mental at, how everything is going. I think we've all done a great job with that. Anytime we see each other, we ask and make sure, everybody's spirits is up or we're progressing the right way. One thing that they always told me was to take my time, don't feel the need to rush back, especially with how I am. I'm always trying to play through injuries and things like that. Even after the first initial fracture happened in the first game in Dallas, I tried to play in that second one, going through different warm-ups and stuff during shoot-around. But I just couldn't do it, and I was kind of bummed out. So they know my mental approach to the game and how much I put into it. So just making sure that, I was taking my time and doing the necessary steps to get myself fully healthy.
Hey, Norm, it looked like you spent the first couple possessions of the first quarter when you sit on the bench with your eyes closed. Do you practice visualization? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I do a lot of mental work. I have a mental health coach, lifestyle coach, David Nurse, that I've been working with for a while now. And, I practice a lot of meditating and things like that. I usually do it during the starting lineups, while they're calling everybody's name. But I always try to find time just to take some time to myself during the national anthem and on the bench, just to center myself, remind myself to stay in the present moment and be still. So that's what I was doing.
How do you do that in an arena with 20,000 fans?
I just focus on my breathing. I have different things that I go over in my head, but it really is just silence everything and just focus on my breath and come out of there just as cool, calm, and collected, even keel.
You mentioned that the medical staff and training staff tried to mimic your conditioning so that when you got back, you could just kind of easily flow back and anything. How did you feel that your conditioning level was your first game back?
I thought it was pretty good in the first half. Second half, I got a little tired. Trying to mimic gameplay is really tough. You can be on a bike, you can be on a vertical climber every single day, but the running up and down the short stance, the cuts, the bodies, the bumping, leaning on somebody, that's things you can't really replicate until you get the go ahead for contact. But they were trying to mimic, my heart rate, so I had like heart rate monitor on the bike, trying to stay in a certain zone that we would, but where my heart would normally be at in the course of the game, mimic the timeouts for recovery and things like that. So, it was good, but when you got somebody leading on you, grabbing you, holding you, and you're trying to come off screens and you're trying to box out Biz McNiambo, it's kind of hard to get that. But I thought it was pretty good,
And with 2 days of rest coming up now, and then regular season ends on a back-to-back, has there been any discussion about you playing only one of the games, both of the games, or anything like that?
There've been discussions, so let them decide what's the best. Have my input on it. They've been great with communication. They're not just like one way or the other. They want to know how I feel, where I'm at mentally, physically, before they make decisions and things like that. But if it's a hard thing, like I was given a hard time with my minutes restriction today, I kind of pushed back a little bit, but I let them, make the final call. So we'll see how it goes, see how I respond tomorrow, and just go from there.
We saw you putting up like one-footed three-pointers with the boot on. How much were you able to do like during that stage of your recovery?
When I had the boot on, everything was like really stationary. I couldn't jump or anything like that, but we're just trying to find different ways to improve. The 1 foot shots, is just really with balance and just messing up my rhythm a little bit. I had a lot of fun now. It's kind of like in my routine. After I'm done working out, I always make two one-legged shots that have to be swishes. So kind of put in my routine now. So maybe you might have to pull it out. So
you've added that to your game then?
Yeah, I might have to pull it out in the game. I saw KD come down in the third quarter in the Atlanta game and shot one, so I might have to pull it out.
All right. And then speaking of threes, I got to ask you about Rocco. And what'd you make of his crazy performance the other game?
That was amazing. I was joking with him, and I told him everybody that I know that's had a career night like that, the next game they get 5 points, 2 points. So this better not be you. But yeah, he shot the lights out. I knew it was going to be a big game when he got the ball in transition and ran to the 3-point line, shot faked and switched to three. So he was having himself a night. I was proud of him.
Norm, you guys have 2 games left. You played one for the do or die playing game. Do you feel like you have enough time to gel and play good basketball before a do or die kind of game?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and we're all we have a pretty veteran team. We know how to play. These guys have done a great job. Being able to go with the flow of whatever the season has brung them, injuries, whatever it is. Guys in and out of lineups. Everybody's been able to hold the rope, and keep on going. So, to plug in me and PG and get us back up to speed and healthy, I think it's going to be really easy. We got a lot of firepower. It kind of reminds me of the Raptors team in 2019 with how deep our team is and the different positions that we have of guys being able to do multiple things on the floor. So I'm excited. I don't think it'll be too crazy or anything that, we need a whole season to figure it out. I mean, the system has been solid. Everybody knows it. I know the system, and Chauncey has the same system in Portland. So coming over was really easy. It was just sticking to what we do and going out there and playing basketball the right way. And that's what we've been doing all season.